Can you see my PPT?
Yes, oke. Maaf sebelumnya teman-teman, karena ini Mister Gian berbahasa Indonesia, sorry berbahasa Inggris, mungkin di Zoom-nya teman-teman bisa diaktifkan fitur translate.
Today I mainly introduce the AF3050 and the AF718. It's our main product for auto steering. And why we call our auto steering name advanced steering solution for precision agriculture. It's just we adopt a large track model control scheme combined with the self-development control algorithm to provide high precision intelligent operation management for agriculture machinery. And today I will divide the five parts to introduce our product for you. First part is for our company. Our company is our company name is INAV, and we are the leading provider of the smart agriculture solutions in China and all over the world. And just this, you can see the caption, and our company slogan is all for agriculture. And for our company, we have the innovative technology and comprehensive solutions. And we have the global reach. That means we have the many dealers all over the world. And we can also support the customer relation. And we also have the strong R&D team and the R&D and technician professional dedicated to delivering innovative smart agriculture solutions. And we also have many product categories, but today we are mainly for the auto steering system. And part two, so why we use the auto steering to work? Because they have the many demands for the agriculture working standard. The demand for auto steering system in agriculture is driven by the need for greater efficiency, precision, and sustainability. And also for many farms, they also increase and the labor shortage persist. And the auto steering system also helps them to reduce the reliance on skilled operators and minimize the input waste and optimize field coverage. And this, you can see these four parts. The auto steering can solve these problems. All can see this Austrian system is usually for to solve these problems for the farmers. The first one is the large working areas. You know, if you are working on a large field, you are working for maybe you need many times, so you drive only by menu, you will be very tight, and sometimes you can't remember where you worked, where you don't work. So, But if you use auto starting system, you can record where you worked, and you can also see the area, and then you can record the working areas, and also helps farmers to reduce the labor shortage, and also this and also use auto starting also can have some spraying or some protector actions. They have the can result in significant yield losses at harvest, and uh, also there is no overuse for fertilizers and pesticides. Pesticides, and also also upgrades the soil health and contaminate water sources. And for part three, they have some advantages of the auto starting. First, they increase the efficiency because if you use the auto starting to work, you can work first and more precise than by manual. And second is you can optimize the past guidance. That means you don't need to waste too many fields or many fertilizers or some practice incidents, and ensures accurate application without overlaps or gaps. As And the third is is have the outfall and now Australian system. They have the high scalability, and our Australian system product can suitable for various agriculture machinery, such as tractors, rice transplanters, uh, pesticide sprayers, and crawler tractors. And the fourth one. And our product is for user friendly because we make it acceptable for even noise farmers with features like the precision navigation and upgrade user interface. Farmers can manage tasks more efficiently, enabling small teams to oversee larger operations. And our product can suitable for sorting, transplanting, spraying, harvesting, and also other projects. Here you can see for our AutoStrain system installation, there have the diagram. You can see we usually install the template on the cap and in the cap, and also the we can have the Bluetooth controller is optional. You can choose the Bluetooth controller, and we also put the GNSS receiver on the cap on the top of the cap on the top of the cap. And here is a video. Oh, sorry, the video can't play. And here is some is F305 per product parameters. The first one is the GNSS receiver. And it's mainly for the AF305, the GNSS video can support the uh, free PPP technology, such as E6, HES, and Beidou B2B, and the tablet display. We can support the it's a Android 12 system, and we support the DI, 2DI and the 2DO. And the steering and the control section, there's mainly for the motor. For our motor, we usually support the CAN bus and the IS232. And our Yes, and here the second one is our AF718 product parameters, and this is based on the AF305. We make the bigger progress, and that means we upgrade more. For the GNSS receiver, we can support the both satellite-based and the ground-based differential corrections with full compatibility for all iLink service. That means we for the F718 we added one technology iLink. That means we call it A-Link, but that means A-Link service provided high precision positioning for all scenarios, including Fox Reach and IP solutions. That means we also support the in RTK and the PPP RTK. And we also upgraded the tablet. The tablet can support the CPU and the storage we upgrade, and the quality is more good than and is better than the F305. And model we also upgrade for the main features. Uh, what I want to say, our product is easy to use. First one easy to use, and it also have the automated and smart controls aggregation, and we can also support the isobus. Is if you implement support the isobus system, you can connect to our Autosteer system, and you can use together. And for many uh, Europe dealers, for many Europe arena dealers, they have a great demand for the Isobus products. So we sell many Isobus products in Europe countries, and we can support advanced correction services, such as the PPVS and the radio and the PVP, AR and PPRDK. That means we don't need the more base stations, and you can use the auto steering everywhere and anytime. And you don't worry the free auto steering because we 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 support the market provide technology backed on the uh 24 hours and on 1 week. We can support the remote support, and we can have the globally developed service network. And for the tuning features, we have the high texture steering model, and we have the versatile and wide application. So why farmers choose the i9 auto steering system? The product. I have this is my main advantage for the first one is the low noise, and the second one is flexible steering. That means we enable manual steering, allowing farmers to easily switch from the automatic mode to manual mode when required. And our that can uh, install the very first. That means we comes with an easy installation process, making easily transportable between vehicles. And we also enhance the durability, and we to offer customers super protection and reliability, ensuring consistent performance in even the most complex work environments. Okay, that's all. This for this file is usually to is using for introduce our company and our main product for auto steering system. And next, I will introduce. I will give you the training for the auto steering installation. Hello.
Halo, Mr. Gian.
So all the people can understand the English, or I needed to say one sentence and you translate by sentence.
Yeah, yes, you can say with English language.
So you don't need to translate to them, right?
In this meeting, we have a transcript for
You
the participant.
you have the translator person in your meeting room, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, got it. And next, I will introduce how to install auto steering system.
Okay,
Okay, let me share the file. Okay, I will share I also after the meeting I will share this file to the WhatsApp group.
okay, Mr.
For
Gian.
the for the auto steering system, we usually have the three parts. One part is for the tablet, and the one part is for the GNSS receiver, and one part is for motor. And most difficult to installation is I think is motor, because for the tractor the steering wheel is not easy to detach, so it needs to waste many times to detach the steering wheel. but for the GNSS receiver and tablet, it's very easy to uh, installation. And but for the normal installation, if you detach the steering wheel very quickly, is for other parts, it's around 15 minutes or the finished. And after you use installation, and we usually have the uh, calibration. You have three steps calibration. And for the first, I will introduce how to install the oh. First, I will introduce how many parts in the goods. The first is device introduction, and the first one in the goods you usually have one tablet and one tablet bracket, and we also have the menu switch kit. Here is the menu switch. This is a button, and it can support the reset position. And this is the menu switch cable. It's usually to connect the menu switch button, and one port is connect the menu switch button, and the one port is for connect to tablet. And we also have the camera kit. It's our HD camera. We have the camera and one camera cable. And we also have the GNSS receiver kit. There have the GNSS receiver kit. Uh, because this is a old brochure, and now for the GNSS receiver, we usually to send it to the customer. Before we send to the GNSS receiver to the customer, we already install the mounting plate on the receiver already, so you don't need to install this part again. And this is the power cable, GNSS receiver power cable. And our GNSS receiver also supports the radio, so we also have the radio antenna. And this is steering kit. Mainly have one model and one is plan, and also have the steering motor bracket, and we also have the different motor bracket is mainly for the feet a different kind of tractors, and also we have the steering wheel, and for we also support the front wheel gyroscope. That means and for the MU kit, it's it's an optical option. So you can choose to purchase this MU kit, or you don't need to purchase the MU need for the for usually for REST transponder. There is no need to use the MU kit, and the MU kit is usually for the very low speed work, such as lower than 0.5 kilometer per hour and work. And also when you work over 20 kilometer hours works, it's better to use the MU kit. Others, there no need to use the MU kit. And there have other cables is our main cable. It to connect um, every part, and this is the power supply cable. It gives the power to the system. And here is a power switch cable. This switch cable is controls the all system to shut down or or open or close. And they have the bolt kit. The bolt kit means when you install the auto steering, they are support to all parts installation. And this is our F305 the tablet. Here is a model receiver and let me show you how to install the tablet. For tablet, we usually mount the tablet display in using user-friendly location in the vehicle cab using the IM bracket. So when you install the IM bracket, make sure that neither the tablet display or now the IM bracket interface with the driver's access through the cab and operation of your gas pedal, brake gears, or any activity. So you need to keep the tablet fixed and no shake. So we usually use the U-shape the bolts and using after using self-tabling screws to fix on the tractor's cap. You can see this picture. We have the two ports and here, and here is the connection part to connect the two ports. And this part for one part is fixed on the tablet, and for one part is fixed on the tractor. You can choose somewhere to fix this, such as if there has the road, you can fix it on the here. Or you can also using self screws to fix the on the cap if the customer uh, don't refuse you because uh, for my experience, I usually to ask the customer uh, where should I put the tablet. The customer maybe have the more suggestions because I may our first first task is to require to satisfy the customer's requirement. So I usually to ask the customer the first. If they agree, you can install there. It's better to you can it's better to you to install there. So it's my thinking. And the second is for the steering wheel. You can see this picture. We have the five part. For the one part is the steering wheel, and the second part is the spline, and the three part is the motor, and the four part is the uh, motor motor bracket, and the five part is usually is Bluetooth controller. You can fix down the steering wheel. You can see this picture. Before we install the model, we need to remove the original steering wheel from the tractor. It's maybe need to, if the tractor is a new tractor, it's easy to detach them. But if the tractor is an old tractor, so it's very difficult. So uh, it's the most it's difficult. So I think you need to prepare more tools can detach the steering wheel. If you save, if you reduce this time on remove the steering wheel, you can install very fast. Otherwise, you maybe waste many times. And after we remove the steering wheel, and the next step is to try this plan is whether suitable for the for this steering column. And we also have the chart for the which brand the tractor should use which spline. And I can also, if you have the many questions for the which tractor, what's this tractor should to use which spline, you can ask me and I can give you some suggestions. And we can also send the goods before you told us which brand tractor you will install. We will put the corresponding spline into the box, and you can use directly. And if the spline is suitable for the surrounding chrome, and next we fix the spline on the model. And when after this, we fixed the steering wheel on the motor. And next step is we fixed the motor bracket on the steering column. After that, we we connect the motor bracket and the motor and ensure the motor uh, is still very fixed and no shake. You have to press the motor lightly with the palm of your hand to determine if it's suitable and stable and secure. If uh, if the bright shaking is very big, so you need to check where screws is loosened and which bolts are not fixed. And the last one we to install the Bluetooth controller on the steering wheel. And the third part is to install the GNSS receiver. You see, for the before we divided the GNSS receiver and the GNSS receiver bracket. Before we send, we divided. But now we send the GNSS receiver like this picture. You don't need to install the GNS receiver bracket again. You can install the GNS receiver directly. Uh, for the GNS receiver, we usually to put the GNS receiver on the top of the cap. Usually we before we install the GNS receiver, we can measure the top of the cap. It's better to mark one center line on the top of the cap. Uh, it's for you. It's very convenient for installation of the GNS receiver. And when we know where is the center of the cap on the top of the cap, and we to put the GNSA receiver on the center, and the interface must uh to the back of the tractor. And for the brackets, you have the tips. They have tips on here on this four part. So you just need just keep the top of the cap this clean. You can use this 3M tape fix to fix, and it's very reliable. For the radio antenna, it just to connect. Here have two interface. One is for the GHS receiver, and one is for radio antenna. You just put the antenna on the top. We also have the 3M tap on the in the box. For the camera, we usually put the camera at the back of the tractor, and it depends on the customer's demand. We can use the screws to fix the camera on the cap, and we can also use a 3M tape on the roof. And for this part is how to install the MU kit. It's before version, and now version you don't need to install these screws and this install plate again. We just before we send the goods to you, we already install this part, so it's one part. For the first, we should to find a suitable position for the MU. We usually put on the front wheel, left or right, and here this part you must to find the wheel axis of the rotation, and you can't install the MU on this part. This column is can't rotate. You must find the one place the MU can rotate with the steering with the wheel. That means MU the front wheel MU is usually for detect the uh, true value of the true value angle to for the wheel, such as this. We fix the on the fix the MU on this position, and so it's all parts finished. This and the other part is to connect the cables. But how connect the cables? You just see this cable connection diagram to connect one by one. And here also have the name for the area figure name. And here also have the devices specifications, and you can see some technical parameters because some customers maybe will want to know uh, more details of the our products, such as the tablet, and the GNSS receiver, and also have the motto. Its motto is usually the customer is more focused on the torque and the rotate speed and the rich data interface. Okay, that's auto starting auto install. But for the F718, it's very same as the F305. So uh, if you can install the AF305, you can also uh, install the AF78, F718. Okay, next I can introduce some functions of our. Okay, let me check first. Let me check. Okay, now I will show you about our software on the simulator. Okay, okay. Can you see my screen? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. You see here is our software. For the main interface, they have many buttons. I can introduce one by one. And for the this for the first one is our camera switch. If you click there, you can control the camera open or, or close. And here to change the night mode and sun mode. And here is can here shows the satellite, how many satellite. And click here, you can just you can see the signal to the noise. And because it's a, because it's a simulator, so maybe some functions can't feasible because I just simulate on my laptop. If on the tablet, it's more feasible. And here you can see the article states. Usually, if here shows the fixed one or zero, it means the normal states of the RTK. And if you use PPP or PPP RTKs, here you can also say here is the PPP. Here is show the time, and here. Here, fundamental is means arrow the real time arrow, and the unit is a centimeter. And here is the tractor's speed, real time speed. And here are the buttons of the implement. And here you can see the working area, how many uh, area you worked. And here you can see the network state and the GNS state. And here is the state. If you click here, you can check the device state. And mainly we checked the software version. And IQ, that means motor tab. And here we can also check the state is normal or not. Because I didn't for the simulator, I didn't install the firmware MU, so there have the error. And here is system. If you click here, you can just do some configuration. And here is the farm to create the farm or the some plot or some tasks at here. And here is our ISO bus. If you connect ISO bus, you can use the UT function. And also we also support the TC function and also the GEO and the aux. And here is a zoom in, and then here is zoom out. And here to change the different site. And this button is the fixed on the tractor's position. And here you can to here is just the guidance for how to use. And for the customer, you can uh, to let them to see the help. It's just some physically function at here. And here's AB, it's just for the menu. Here's the button for create AB line. A, B just means to create A point, and B point just means we just create the AB line already. Here you can change the your A task AB line's name, and or you can just edit by yourself, and also can choose which form and which field. It's up to you. You can edit. For this, it's only when you use the demo mode, there will shows. Otherwise, there no this button. And here the button is to control the auto steering mode, open or close. If here the shows blue, that means the auto steering is already open. If here the white one is not open. Here you can to use this button to control the tractor. But it's only for demo mode because in some exhibition you need to use the demo mode to show how to use for customers. And here for system, after we after we finished the Australian system installation, we usually do these things. The first one is to measure the parameter of the tractor of the rest and transplanter. For here, they have the five parameters. The first one is the antenna's height. You usually to measure from the ground and from the ground to the center of the GNSS receiver. This height is A, and his Parameter B. Parameter B is from the front wheel, the center front wheel to the uh, rear wheel center. And the C parameter is usually means the gene as a receiver to the middle part, to the center of the tractor. If the gene as a receiver is at here, such as at here, that means is you should to change the here. That means is at the left of the center. So here you can click here. It can calculate automatically. That means you don't need to installation. Uh, you don't need to measure by menu. Okay, because it's a simulator is can't read. So I just reopen. Here's the D. The parameter B, parameter D. Parameter D is means you need to measure the GNS receiver to the front to the center of the front wheel. And also the parameter E is you need to measure the front wheel the two front wheel valence. And after you finish the measure the parameter of the tractor, and then we do the calibration. Calibration, we usually do these three part. The first part is we call it the angle ratio. That means we do this calibration, meaning is to have uh to calibrate the tractor's steering wheel, how many angles he can reach, and to build the connection to the motor. Here, first one. Here we have two mode. One is this is automatic mode. You just stop the machine on the level ground, return the steering wheel to the opposite to center after conference class start calibration. Wait until the progress bar reaches 10%. Then drive at a speed of more than 2 kilometers per hour, and then start the vehicle calibration. If you do the slide calibration, they also have some caption to guide to guide you how to do next. And we also have the menu. If you don't, if you don't, you can't find the spare field to do the auto calibration. You can just change the menu.
Terima
It's
kasih Anda
very
masih
convenient.
menyaksikan Rosi. Malam ini saya bersama salah satu tokoh oposisi yang bertemu dengan Presiden Prabowo Subianto akhir.
Hello?
Okay, you can continue.
Okay. And you just use a menu. First, you turn the steering wheel to the full left and press the left one. And the second, turn steering full right and press right. And the third, you turn the steering full left again and press left two. And after you do this all procedures, you just click the complete. There will have the results. And the second calibration, the row calibration. The row calibration is usually to correct the GNSS receiver installation error. For some situation, you install the GNSS receiver on the top of the cap. You maybe the cap is it's not flat. That means they have the little slope. That means if you do this calibration, you just to correct this error. We also have the two mode. One is the line mode and one is the square mode. I suggest you use a square because there no need to big field. You can complete. And that's also there also have the caption to guide you how to do this. And the first, I just to give you this procedures. First, you need to create the AB line first, and open the auto steering, and after when the arrow is zero, you just stop the tractor, and also, and then you stop the tractor, and then click the calculate. There will collect the data from the satellite. That means you mark the tractor position. And then when the next the button is becomes the blue, you can do the next. You can click next. And the second is just it's also the means you just turn around to you just drive forward and turn around. Also to use this AB cable and also use the auto steering. You just from the other side also go there. There will also have the collecting square. You need to using auto steering to stop this square again and also click the calculate again. That means if you these two parts are finished, that means this second calibration finished. And the third part is derivation correction. That means uh, this to have this and also this also is very similar to the second two. This method is very similar. For the derivation calibration, first we should create the AB line first, and we open the auto steering and stop the tractor when the error is zero. And also we need to put the marker in the center of the rear of the vehicle. After you do this, and then you do next, and next you just turn around by manually and switch on the auto steer and reverse direction, and then when the tractor goes very close to the markers, you just stop. It means you just stop at the marker, and then repeat this step if the direction not equal to zero after stopping. So that means you must stop at the marker, and also need the real-time error is zero. When you finish the two part, you will you will know you need to put another new markers at at the center of the tractor, at the rear center of the tractor, and then you will two markers and you need to measure. Oh, sorry. And here you need to select the direction value and the direction, and you to click the finish. And when you measure, when you find the second markers and where I put, you should need to choose the direction first, and then you need to measure which numbers, which number, and just put and just click complete. And that means this three calibration we done. And after that, we can use it directly. No. Yes, we can use the auto learning directly. And for other parts, I will introduce some normal questions. And the first one is how to connect the base station. And uh, it's on the system here. You can choose many functions. We usually use cost and PB not open here and PBLDK, and also we have the built-in radio model, and we can also support the external video model. Oh, sorry. Need to the software is done. I need to reopen it. Okay. For the GNSS receiver, here you can change to the demo mode. We have the demo mode. For the A exhibition, you can use this mode. And for the AF305, we usually use this mode. And if you want to use the PPP, you need to open at here. It's free function. And here we can also support the GNSS receiver data output. That means if some implement need the position, need this GPGA information or GPIMC information, we can cite. And here you can change some parameters of demo mode. If you don't need the demo, there will no we don't have this function. And for this part, is implement is just you can set the parameter of the implement. And here it's to correct the joint valence. And for this vehicle, we just need to measure the parameter. And here we can support the import the tractor model and the other model. We can support the many different brands such as Yamaha, ACK, Kubota. If you know if they have the uh, brand you can choose it from here. Now here sensor first for if you don't need to use the front wheel gyro, you just choose 1 MU. And if you want to use a front wheel, you must choose this 2 MU. And for the encoder, is we usually use the from the demo mode. For the demo mode, it means if you are on the exhibition, you need to change the MU mode to the encoder. And here is some parameters to control to adjust for the auto steering. And for the gear ratio, it means to control the steering wheel to turn right or turn left to the speed. That means if the number is bigger, the steering wheel change is more fast. Uh, and the transmission coefficient is to change the steering wheel, turn right or turn left to the range. And here we also support the tearing compensation and also we support the automatic calibration. But when we want to remind when we do the calibration, we need to close these two functions. After we finish all three calibrations, we can open again. Because if you open these two functions, maybe have some effect for the calibration effect. And we can also support a low speed mode. We usually open it when your work the speed is lower than 1 kilometer whenever you need to open this mode. Otherwise, you don't need to open because if you need to open, it will affect the normal working effect. And here we can also see the trust lines. You see here we have the many kind of the pathways you can use. And click this button, you can see what's that. And here we can support the curve smooth level. It just depends on the customer which mode he like to use. And there we also support the projection curve and the U-turn. We also support the U-turn function. It's usually used on the REST transponder. And here you need to measure the U-turn radius automatically. And here is password. Password for the more important password we usually is 1 to 8. And here, if the tractor is a four-wheel drive mode, we usually open this. If the tractor is not just four-wheel drive mode, we usually close it. And for the cruising point, we set usually for the 9. And here is some parameters for the model.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Mr. Kian.
Oh,
For your information about this training until 11:20 Indonesian time and 12:20 Shanghai time because we must pray together in MOS. I think you
okay,
can you can faster about your training.
okay,
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you, Mr.
Just give me 5 minutes. And
Okay.
here is some parameters of the model. And here you can see the system. You can just to set the unit and camera or some OB settings. And we can also operate the app from here. And here are the functions. We use the demo. You can open the any functions you want just for demo mode. If the not demo mode, you need to you need to ask the iNav technicians to open the functions for you. And here are some alarms. If you want to use the alarm you need to open it here. And here you can see the registration information. That means if this device before you use you don't register you can't use directly. So that means we can uh if customer don't pay you we can help you to lock their devices. Okay. I
I-
think I can finish my training.
Oke, oke, thank you, Mr. Gian. I think now, oke, oke teman-teman, untuk trainingnya sudah selesai. Berikut penjelasan yang diberikan oleh Mr. Gian dan bisa kami simpulkan bahwasannya sistem autosteer adalah teknologi kemudi otomatis pada traktor atau mesin pertanian yang bisa membuat kendaraan tersebut mengikuti jalur secara otomatis, yang pastinya berdasarkan posisi satelit dengan tingkat akurasi hingga level sentimeter, dan juga bisa digunakan di berbagai merek traktor. Apa sih manfaatnya? Yang pertama, presisi tinggi, hemat biaya, produktivitas naik, operator lebih nyaman, bisa bekerja malam, dan lebih ramah lingkungan. Dan beberapa komponen utama sistem autosteer, yang pertama, yang pastinya ada GNSS yang dilengkapi sistem AIMU yang dipasang di eh, tempat-tempat yang sudah dianjurkan. Yang kedua ada display tablet atau layar untuk membuat jalur atau memonitoring pekerjaan. Kemudian ada setir kemudi atau sistem hidrolik yang dipasang di setir di traktor sebagai penggerak otomatis. Dan selanjutnya ada kamera untuk memantau pekerjaan traktor yang bisa dipantau dari ponsel atau HP. Yang terakhir ada software yang digunakan untuk mengatur jalannya sistem otomatis ini. Terus, dan sistem auto steer ini bisa dipakai yang pertama untuk olah tanah atau pembajakan. Yang kedua ada penanaman atau planter. Selanjutnya ada penyemprotan, pemupukan, dan lain-lain. Seperti itu teman-teman penjelasan singkat dari kami. Ini masih ada waktu 3 menit. Jika ada yang ingin bertanya dari para peserta, mungkin bisa ditanyakan kepada Mr. Gian. Silakan. Mungkin saya kasih eh, hanya satu pertanyaan ya teman-teman. Silakan.
Does it have any
Ya,
problem?
Mr. Gian, you can show in chat there is a question from participant. Hello, Mr. Gian.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Ya,
Oh, what?
you can
Uh,
you can check in
oh,
chat.
they have the message on the
Yeah,
meeting,
yeah,
right?
in the message,
Okay,
yeah.
I will check.
There is
Let me
a
check.
question.
Let me check.
Okay.
Autosteer, we we create an internet nation traffic and then if it just is ah,
Yeah,
that means
I think this
uh
question about the signal internet.
yeah, I know that uh we also that means if you have the internet it's better, but if you don't have the internet we can also can work because we support the radio signal and also we can support the PVP, RTK or
Okay.
the PVP.
Okay.
So do you know does he know the PVP
Ya,
or
ya.
technology?
Ya,
What's the mean?
ya.
Oh, okay.
Oke. Jadi seperti itu Theo Agrijaya, Mas Theo Agrijaya. Jadi ketika tidak ada sinyal internet, ketika kita sedang melakukan pekerjaan di lahan yang jauh dari jaringan internet, kita bisa menggunakan radio modul atau sistem PPP yang ada di GNSS RTK milik Alenaf ini. Jadi tidak usah khawatir ketika jauh dari jangkauan sinyal. Seperti itu. Apakah ada feedback dari Pak Theo Agrijaya? Betul, ya
Me.
betul. Jika pakai radio maka perlu base station, betul, ya betul. Sistemnya sama halnya dengan kita pengukuran ini apa base station pada JNSS Pak. Gitu. Oke, sama-sama Mr. Theo. Oke, karena sudah menunjukkan waktu 11.20 dan kita akan lanjut untuk Jumatan. Mungkin kita absen terlebih dahulu. Kak Novi bisa di-share untuk absennya di chat. Oke, itu udah kita share untuk absennya. Silakan diisi. Dan nanti apabila masih ada pertanyaan lanjut mengenai tentang autosteer ini, karena sistem autosteer ini memang masih sangat baru di Indonesia, karena eh, belum banyak yang mengenal juga. Nanti bisa bisa tanya-tanya lebih lanjut ke admin kami yang ada di Instagram maupun di sosial media lainnya. Gitu teman-teman. Oke, mungkin saya cukupkan sekian eh, training kita kali ini. Mr. Gian, thank
Hello.
you. Thank you for your uh, training.
So no other problem, right?
Okay. I think
Oh, okay.
yeah. Okay.
If they have any, if you and them have any problem, you can
Yeah.
ask from the
Okay.
WhatsApp APP.
Okay. I will contact you. Oke,
Okay.
teman-teman. Kalau sudah mengisi absen semua, saya cukupkan. Kurang lebihnya mohon maaf. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Gian.
Thank you, Mr. Gian.
Welcome. Thank you.
Oke.
If you have any problem, just ask me anytime.
Oke, oke, siap. Oke.
Okay.
Ya.